I'm going to get started now. Like I said, my name's Tom. I work for Christchurch Sports Centre. We're doing our classes through R Parks. Put a message in the chat if you need to get a hold of me. Drown out of voice. Okay, I'll turn the music down a little bit. That should be a bit better. Okay, so our warm-up is, we're going to start on the floor in a press-up position, then drop down onto your toes, okay? Then we're going to take a nice arm through, opposing arm, and the other side. It's a nice dynamic stretch, good stretch in your back. Okay, one more on each side. Okay, another dynamic movement is going to be a big lunge up. So on your toes now, take that knee up to your elbow, and then the other side. Okay, one more on each side. Good, last one is a squat thrust. So toes behind us, jump them into your chest, and then back out. So in and out. We'll go for 3 more. Good, okay, and jump up. So, now we've done our upper body, we're gonna go to our lower body, and we're gonna start with some high knees. Really get the blood pumping. Good, and now we're gonna go for some heel flicks of the same. So from the side, just flicking your heels towards your bum. And now last one, stand where you are, some nice big arm circles. So both your arms coming forwards. We're gonna start off nice and wide, and we're gonna gradually bring them smaller and smaller. So they're just moving. Now bring it bigger again. Same again, but backwards. So we can bring our arms backwards now, nice big circles. And then slowly make them smaller, smaller, and then bigger. Okay, that was our warm-up. Warm-ups are super important just to get the blood pumping, get your joints nice and mobile before we start our class. The layout we're going to follow is going to be me showing you an exercise, telling you what it is, you having a little go at home, and we move on to the next exercise. We can do that about 4 exercises and then put it into a circuit, but I'll explain that when we get there. So, the first one is lunges. Let me turn the music down so you can really hear me. Okay, so lunges. Leg exercise, you can work the fronts of your legs. What it's going to look like, it's a big step out and then back, okay? So I'll just show you the demonstration and we're going to alternate our legs. So from the side, it's a step out. And notice with my knees, I've got 2 right angles. So step out, 2 right angles. So if I step like this, it's too narrow. If I step like this, it's too wide. So that's what you're looking for, 2 right angles. So we're gonna do lunges for 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, go. Good, so lunges for 30 seconds and we alternate our legs. With the lunges, there's a little bit of balance involved as well. So get those hands out to the sides, have them on your hips. It's up to whatever is easiest for you. If the lunge is a bit too hard, we can do a reverse lunge, which is a big step back, a step back instead. So if you're struggling going forwards, think about going backwards. Good, that's 30 seconds of lunges. Our next one is an ab exercise. It's called a flutter kick. So have yourself a little 30-second rest as I explain the next exercise. We're doing this one on the floor. So hands just under your bum, nice straight legs, and you're going to move them up and down just off the ground. If you want to make this one a bit easier, bend your legs, Keep your legs moving with bent legs rather than straight legs. So that's our next exercise. And we'll do 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. So nice straight legs. Keep moving just above the floor. Make sure your head and back are on the floor. Good, so Lena, just bring those legs a little bit lower to the ground. That's it, perfect. Okay, we've done 20 seconds, we've got 10 to go. Keep them moving. Remember, you can bend those legs to make it a little bit easier. And 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, sit yourselves up. Again, little rest as I explain the next exercise. Our next one, we're down on the floor again. We've done a leg exercise, we've done an ab exercise. Now it's an exercise for our shoulders, our upper body. So it's in a press up position. And what we're doing is bringing a hand up and then alternating. So from the front, what that looks like is hand comes straight up, opposing arms. You can also do this on your knees, okay? So if it's a bit hard on your toes, same thing on your knees. Okay, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. So another 30 seconds, plank rows. This is a really good exercise for your shoulders, for your core. Remember, the same thing on your knees to make it a little bit easier. You've done 20 seconds of work now. Last 10. Keep going, guys, doing well. Perfect, that is 30 seconds. Okay, little 30-second rest as I go into the next exercise. Next exercise, you would have seen this before, it's a star jump. So out and in. So we're gonna go 30 seconds of star jumps. Your easier version, your regression, is a step jack. So it's a step out of both your rights, both your legs, okay? Little slight bend in the leg. That's gonna make it a little bit easier compared to a star jump. But we're gonna get into our star jumps in 3, 2, 1, go. So 30 seconds of star jumps. Nice and light in your toes. Halfway through, that's 15 seconds. Remember, you can do a step jack, which is just stepping out to the sides. Gonna make it a little bit easier. Last 5 seconds, keep going, guys. And 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, grab a drink. We're taking a rest here. So we've just done 4 different exercises, repeating after each other with a little rest in the middle when I explained what the exercise was, what it did. We're now going to put those 4 exercises into a circuit. A circuit is going to be all 4 exercises, one following the other. We've got less rest in between each one. For our first circuit, we're going to do 30 seconds for the exercise, a little 15-second rest, 30 seconds for the exercise, a little 15-second rest. Okay? And we're going to do the 4 exercises we've just done. So it's the lunges, the flutter kicks, the plank rows, and then the star jumps. So 30 seconds for each one. We're going to be working for 2 minutes. Okay? After we've done that, we'll grab a drink, and then we're going to step it up again. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. So the first one is the lunges, 30 seconds of lunges. Remember, what you're looking for is those 2 right angles. If the lunge is a bit hard to go forwards, you can step back into them. Okay, so it's a reverse lunge, a little bit easier. Just step back rather than stepping into them. Last 3 seconds. Well done, that's 30 seconds, our first exercise. Little 15-second rest. Next one is on the ground, it's our flutter kicks. And that 15 seconds goes quick because we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So 30 seconds of flutter kicks. Remember, you want those feet close to the floor. What's going to make it a little bit easier is bent legs. Good, halfway through. We've got another 10 seconds now. Keep going. And 3, 2, 1. Perfect, and rest. Good little 15-second rest. We've done 2 exercises, we've got 2 to go. Next one, we're staying on the floor, it's the plank row. And guess what, we start in 3, 2, 1, go. So a plank row now. Arm comes up and down. Halfway through, another 15 seconds. Remember, do the same thing on your knees. It's going to get a little bit easier on your shoulders, a little bit easier on your core. Last 5 seconds. Well done, okay. 3 exercises down. Our last little rest. And now it's our last exercise, which is star jumps. We're going to finish on the cardio one. Really get a sweat on. Okay, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So last 30 seconds now, guys. Star jumps. Lena and Sunita on the screens doing well. Keep it up. We've got another 10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Good, and rest. Grab a drink. We'll take a minute's rest and then I'll explain what we got coming up next. Okay, so that was our first circuit. Now we're going to take it up a notch and we're going to do 30 seconds per exercise like we just did, but now we're not going to have our little rest in, okay? So before, yeah, we had our 15-second rest. Now it's going to be super turnaround, super quick turnaround, and we're going to go from the lunges straight into the flutter kick straight into the plank row straight into the star jumps, no rest, okay? Same 30 seconds. So you know you can do it, you just did it, but now you've got a little bit less rest. Okay, and we're going to start with the lunges in 3, 2, 1. Go straight into the lunges, 30 seconds. Good, 15 seconds in, 15 to go. That's 25 seconds, last 5. Good, exercise 1 down, we're going straight into the flutter kicks. Straight on your back, nice straight legs. Keep it moving. Halfway through. Last 5. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll spin it straight around, straight into the plank row. 2 exercises down, 2 to go. You're way over halfway now, guys. You've got another 10 seconds of the plank row and then your star jumps and we're all done. And 3, 2, 1. Last one, last 30 seconds, straight into those star jumps. Remember your aggression, which is the step out to the side. If you made it this far, keep going. You've got another 10 seconds and then we've got a big rest coming up. Nice minute-long rest. And 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, grab a drink. We'll take a minute off. Okay, so the first circuit, we had our little rest. The second, we didn't. The third circuit, before we change things up again, we're going to make it harder. But this time, we're going to increase the time doing each exercise. So instead of doing 30 seconds, we're gonna go for 45 seconds. But I'll be nice, and we've got that 15-second rest in between, okay? So it's gonna be 4 minutes. Most of it's gonna be work, there a little bit of rest in between, but 4 minutes, and then you can have another little rest, grab another little drink. By now, you know the exercise, you know what's gonna make it a little bit easier, the regression, so go at your own pace. Okay. Last one, circuit 3 before we change up. In 3, 2, 1, go. So it is 45 seconds of lunges. Try and get your knees close to the floor as possible without whacking it on the floor. Remember, you can put your hands out to the side if you need help balancing. Hands on your hips, whatever you want to do. Ooh. 30 seconds, we've got another 15 before we rest. Last 10. Last 5. Well done, that was 45 seconds of lunges. Got a little rest. Next one, we're going to the flutter kicks, okay? So you might as well get in the position now, because we're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. 45 seconds of flutter kicks. This isn't going to be a hard one. Remember, bent legs is going to make it a little bit easier. If you are going bent legs, make sure you are moving your thighs up and down and not just kicking legs in the air, okay? You can also take a little rest if you want it. Get your breath back and then go again. Remember, bent legs a little bit easier than the complete straight legs. Got 10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Perfect, down and rest. Okay, we've done 2 exercises. We've got 2 to go. Next one is stand on the mat. It's the plank row. And that 15-second goes quick when you're tired. It's starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Go into that plank row. Good, what are we on? 15 seconds in, 30 to go. Remember that regression, which is on your knees. Still in your toes. Well done. What are we on? Can't see any timer. 35 seconds, so we've got 10 to go now. And 3, 2, 1. Good, okay. Last 15-second rest. Next one is the star jumps, 45 seconds. And we're going in 3, 2, 1. Go, okay, we got a nice long rest after this. Last exercise. You're 15 seconds in already. That's halfway through, just over 20 seconds to go. Doing well, last 10 seconds. You've got a big rest coming up in 5, so don't stop just yet. And 3, 2, 1. Good, well done, grab a drink. We're now going to change it up. Okay, so the circle we just did there was full body. So we started with our legs, came up to the abs, then we went upper body, and then we did a cardio move. Now I'm going to change it up, and we're going to do a circuit purely for our legs, okay? We're going to keep the lunges in. We've just done the lunges, but we're doing 2 new exercises. So just like the start, I'll explain the exercise, let you have a go at it for 30 seconds, explain the new exercise, let you have a go. So that's almost going to break you in to our circuit. We've got about 10 more minutes of the class left. Okay, so I explained the first one's going to be lunges. So we don't have to do them, we've done them already. But first new exercise is a squat. So it's going to be a fairly wide stance, pose slightly pointed out, and all you're going to do is you're going to sit down into it and back up, okay? You can put your hands across your chest, on your hips, wherever you want them, okay? I like to put them across my chest, keep them out the way, and all you're doing is squatting down and coming back up. The same as the lunge, it's a leg exercise. It's going to work the fronts of your legs, the quads. From the side, my key point is to keep my back nice and straight. So if I'm squatting down like this, it's no good. I want to be looking out. Is my back nice and straight? How far you go down, it will depend on if you can do it or not, if your mobility is there or not, okay? So if you can only go this far down, I don't mind, as long as you keep that back nice and straight. Okay, we're going to do 30 seconds of squats in 3, 2, 1, go. So think about keeping that chest looking forwards. Okay, what we can do to make the squat slightly easier is have a less depth, okay? So this is going to make it a little bit easier compared to going all the way down, okay? So if you want to make it a little bit easier, reduce the range of motion. Okay, that's the squat. You just did 30 seconds of squats, well done. Our next one is glute bridges. So it's on the mat, on the floor. Bring your legs fairly close to your bum, so we've got another right angle here. Hands to the sides, and what you're going to do is brush the hips up, back down. Hips go up and down. It's a leg exercise, but it's going to work your glutes, your bum, rather than your quads. And we're going to go for 30 seconds of glute bridges in 3, 2, 1, go. So push those hips towards the ceiling and down. Another thing to think about is squeezing your glutes, bum right at the top and back down. To make this a little bit easier, just increase the rest between each rep. Take a couple of seconds between each one. Good, and that's 30 seconds of glute bridges. So our next circuit, first one, full body 4 exercises. This one, it's just legs, but we're going for 3 exercises. And it's going to be lunges, into the squats, into the glute bridge. Our first one, we're only doing 2 for this one. Our first one's going to be exactly the same as our first full body circuit. It's going to be 30 seconds working, 15 seconds off. And we're going to start with the lunges in 3, 2, 1, go. So we're into the lunges. Looking good, Mo. Just turned your camera on. Perfect. Halfway through, we've done 15 seconds. We've got another 15 seconds to go. Another 5 seconds. Perfect, that's 30 seconds. A little 15-second rest. As this is all legs, make sure you shake them out. Make sure you don't sit down. Keep on your toes. Okay. Next exercise, squats in 3, 2, 1, go. So it's a squat down, keeping that chest, looking out. So what's different from this circuit to the last one is we're going legs on legs. So you're giving your legs no chance to recover. So it's going to get them working differently. Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect, okay. Little 15-second rest. Our last one is on the mat, on the floor, and it's our glute bridges. Okay, and we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. So hips up towards the ceiling, back down. Good, halfway through. Another 10 seconds now. I'm sexy and I know it. And 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Sit yourself up. Grab a drink. Okay, our last circuit is coming up. Just like the first one, we went for 30 seconds each exercise with our little rest in between. Now we're going to keep it at 30, but we're not going to have our rest in between. So it's going to be 90 seconds of work. Once we've done that, class is over, we do our cool down, and you're all free to go enjoy the rest of your evening, okay? This last 90 seconds, put in the work, it's all going to be in your legs. It's going to be tough, but we're done after that. Okay, and you know what we're starting with? It's going to be straight to the lunges. In 3, 2, 1, go. So 30 seconds of lunges. Good, 15 seconds in. 20 seconds in, so we've got 10 to go. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going into the squats. Right into the squats, you've got no rest. Halfway through, so we've done 45 seconds of work, now we've got 45 to go. Another 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we go into our glute bridge, our last exercise of the night. 30 seconds. Straight into them, we haven't got a rest. Then if you make this slightly easier, take a nice big rest in between each rep. That's the regression to make it a little bit easier. Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds of the class now. And 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, I'm just going to turn the music off while we do the cool down. Just like the warm up, cool down is really important. Just do a couple of stretches before we all go. So do quite a lot on legs today. So we're going to start with a stretch for our quadricep. You know, if you can grab onto something that's here, that's good. If you can use your balance, even better. Okay, and the other leg. So this was get started. Obviously pitched at getting into exercise, pitched at beginners. So if you found it a little bit too easy, we've got loads of other classes. I'm going to keep on doing stretches, by the way, guys, as I'm talking. We've got loads of other classes which might be more suited to you. But if you thought this was your level, perfect. Stick around. Like I said, we've got 2 a week. We've got one on a Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. So we've got this one Thursday evening, 6:30. There will be a little bit different, so you can do them both. Next one is a big side bend over to the side. Stretch all the way down here. And also a little bit of pre-warning. If this is your first class for a while, you will be feeling sore tomorrow, okay? So don't be put off if you wake up and you think, God, I'm feeling sore, I'm not doing that again. You know, it is expected. A couple of days and you'll be fine, ready to go again. Last one is a stretch for our shoulders. Our arm comes across. And of course, this is Get Started, but we've also got, I think, 7 other classes now on Art Parks. Monday to Wednesday, we've got classes at 12:30, and that's a box fit class, legs, buns and tums class, a stretch and flex class. On Thursdays, we've got body and mind classes, a little bit more, more stretching, a little bit less active. So that might be different for some people. That's at 10:30. You've got HIIT and abs that's Friday. Okay, so HIIT and abs is on Friday at 10:30 as well. And like I said, I mentioned Get Started already. Anyway, that's the class done, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, come back next week. Cheers, guys.